everyone. Welcome. It's been a little while. This is Flosstube 89. My name is Candace, and welcome to my channel. My last video was May 11th, so it's been a hot minute. I don't even know what to say. I'm rolling with all natural light today, so hopefully it's not too blown out or too weird. I planned on recording last week, and then with I don't live in Texas, but the circumstances, I mean, just if you're a human being, what happened in Texas affected all of us in some way. And I just did not have the words or the brain power to even consider getting excited about my stitching when all of those families lost all of those people. So it did hit pretty hard for me. My oldest is in 4th grade for one more day, and then he goes to 5th grade. But to think that someone just like my kid lost their entire class, or almost their entire class, because of one person. I had a hard time processing what those families even went through that day and will go through for years to come. So, yeah, so I didn't record last week. I couldn't. I didn't have enough space to be able to do what I would normally do for a floss tube. So, I'm feeling a little more, I don't know, centered, I guess. It's still hard to process, though. It's hard to think that that could have been my kid, or both of my kids, because my youngest is in 2nd grade, and they constantly are visiting each other's classrooms to help out and, you know, do fun stuff. So, yeah. So let's see. Otherwise, we haven't done a whole lot here. We had a holiday weekend here in the U.S. last weekend. Memorial Day was on Monday. Memorial Day is for honoring those who have fallen in the line of keeping our country safe. So I did not work, and my husband did not work. And it was warm enough, and our pool was warm enough that the kids were able to swim all day. So they had a blast on Monday. We grilled. We didn't do no party or anything like that. We didn't, I don't know. We're such homebodies now. But I have gotten some stitching done in the last, what is that, like 3 weeks? Yeah, so it's been 3 weeks. So I did have, let's see, I had one finish, and I decided that I'm going to show you guys my my finish for StitchCon. So I wasn't going to. I was just going to let it be a surprise and show pictures later, but I'm so proud of how this came out that I decided I might as well just show it. So so I stitched this back in April, I think. It was like start and finish within a week. And, oh no, I'm trying to think who the chart's from. Tiny Modernist. Hold on, let me check real quick just to make sure. But I think that's what it is. It's called Mouse's Stitching. Yes, Tiny Modernist. So, here's Mouse's Stitching. So I stitched this on a light blue Lugana. I just used my own threads. and they're all hand dyed. And then I used black ribbon and I made a flat fold. So the black ribbon is actually sparkly. I'm pretty sure you can see it, especially with the natural light. But yeah, it's so cute. So I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do for the, for that, like, whatever it's going to go into, because that might give it away to someone who's going to Weekend Bee. But I just used this checked fabric and I turned it on point so that you couldn't tell if it was a little crooked. But it turned out super good. So I'm definitely going to be making more of these. That way you can store it flat. Definitely going to be making more of these. I was just so excited. I was like, I gotta show it. So yeah, that's Mouse's stitching. You know, I'll probably stitch this for myself too. I might just do it. And then I had, a sewing finish. Kind of a start and a finish. This is a bag from, it's called the Drawstring Project Bag from Kandou Crafts. And I will put a link to, if I don't put a link, I'll at least put the name of the designer. But here is my bag. So it's got a handle, you can carry it around, and it has a drawstring. So what I did was, this was like my my test to see if this would be big enough for my Peach Fuzz sweater that I started this week. And it's not quite big enough to be a sweater bag. So, but I could use it for any other, you know, type of shawl or whatever. So I just used plain cream color on the inside, and then I did accent pockets. But yeah, you can keep the cats out of it. And this is just like the parachute cord that you get at whatever craft store. But then when you're stitching, you can just leave it open. And I used canvas, like an olive canvas for the bottom. And then these are little old school, like, campers. So I was pretty proud of this. I did change some measurements, and I'm going to try and make a bigger one and see how that works. So, oh, I was like, what happened to my other finish? All right, I'm actually going to put this in here so that I don't get cat hair on it. I'll just store it in the bag there. Okay, and then for a stitching finish that I actually finished since the last time I saw you guys, this is Barbara Anna. This is Spellville, and you can get this on the Creative Poppy website. So I did this. Apologize, my shirt's like I'm still in my work clothes because I wanted to get this done before my husband got home. This is on I saved the fabric, a 32 count, Not Another Sampler by Brandy at Bestitch Me. So here's where it was before. You guys saw it last on the 11th. And there's my finish. So, there you go. All the back stitching, everything is done. I just love it. The back stitching definitely took me a little longer than I thought it was going to. But it's a finish. I kind of want to put this in a hoop. I don't know why, but I feel like I might do this in a hoop. We'll see. We shall see. Now that I've done that flat fold, I kind of want to flat fold everything. But I understand that some things are a little bit too big to flat fold, probably. Okay. So, that is it for the finishes. let's see. I do have, this is my knitting whip that I had been working on at work. And this is the sweater. This is the Weekender by Andrea Mowry. And this is the Weekender Light. So this one is done in a fingering weight yarn. Sorry, I got little yarn bits all over the place. And I was right there the last time I showed you guys. So I got a couple more inches done at work. This is bottom up. So this is the front. This is the back. It's a little bit longer. And, yeah. I still have a long way to go on this one. But, I make sure I don't lose my needles here. This is, I'm using, if you guys don't remember, I'm using Stroll Tweed from Knit Picks. Get my face out of the way. So that's that one. And then I'm actually going to show a picture of the start of my Peach Fuzz sweater. So this is what Peach Fuzz looks like. My dog's barking. It's nice outside. It's like, I don't even know, like 59 degrees. It's perfect for them outside right now. So anyway, Peach Fuzz by Melanie Berg. You can also find her on Ravelry as Maryland, M-A-I-R-L-Y-N-D. And I'm using Miss Babs yarn. Well, I started, and I will show you, it'll probably be across down here because it's longer. I started my sweater, and it actually starts at the top back. And then you go down, do some short rows, and you work the upper back for 8 inches first. So those sides that are a little bit skinnier, that's what needs to be 8 inches before I move on to starting the front. And then once I get past that first section where I switch color, that's when it starts going in the round, and it'll stitch up so much faster. You hear those dogs? So I started that the day before you. Wait, no. When did I start that? Last Friday, I think. All right, but how about some whips? Because I got some whips. So back closer to May 11th, I was working on. Originally, I had purchased this as a mystery stitch along. This is. Barbara Anna, Garden of Dreams. And hopefully, if you saw a picture, that's what it actually looks like when it's done. The picture I have is still just the blurry version. Obviously, I did not get it done during the stitch along. But here's where I was last time. And there's where I am now. Man, those shadows are rough from that window. There. I guess that's a little better. So yeah, I am almost done. I mean, I'm getting really close to being done. I just have to fill in a couple flowers over here, and then her face, and her sweater, or shirt, or dress. I'm not sure. I guess that works a little bit better. Yeah, it's actually a lot of stitching. It's very, very heavy coverage. And this fabric is from Color and Cotton. It was the July 2020 Fabric Club, and it's pearwood. So that's what I'm using for that one. So hopefully that'll be a next finish. And then I also worked on, this was a WIPGO for May, and my goal for this one was to finish the second tray. So this is Celebrate Christmas by Madame Chantilly. I believe this is the first time I've pulled it out this year, so here's where it was before. And there's where it is now. I cannot see around this. Hold on. Let's do it this way. Then maybe I can see what I'm doing. So the second tray is done. And this is on a 28 count fabric flare. No. This isn't fabric flare. I don't remember the color now. I'll have to go back and look. It's not fabric flare, but I don't remember what the color is. So I had the top tray done at the end of last year, and then I decided my WIPGO goal for this year would be to get the second tray done. So I got that done, and then I just have to do the third tray. So that WIPGO goal is complete. And then finally, probably the one that got the most work would be Mini Home for the Winter. So I changed this to a scroll rod. Here's where it was before, and it was still on a Q-snap. I moved it over to a scroll rod, and I know that I did a little over 6,000 stitches. I think I did about 6,500 stitches in May. So here's where it is now. And it's not super tight on here right now, just because I took the magnets off the sides. Maybe if I tighten that up a little bit, it'll help. So many shadows. I love it though. It looks so good and I'm so excited about it. And no, I'm not going to stop stitching it. That's for sure. Ooh, do you hear my dogs? They figured out my husband just got home. So yeah, definitely not going to stop stitching it. But I am going to take a break from it this month because WIPGO. I have another WIPGO goal. So hold on one second. I'm going to let the dogs in. Okay, so we'll see how much I can get done before my husband comes back in. So that is it for WIPs. Now, how about some plans? We got WIPGO. The WIPGO numbers were called. And one of them was number 9. So this is Little Dove Designs Winter Warmth. And I'm doing this on a, I think it's called Seafoam Green. Go. No, you're dripping all over the place. He let the dogs in, but he went outside. Oh, you know what? I think it's called Light Seafoam Green. I think that's the color. So, my goal for this one is the second band, which is really almost done. It's literally just trees. But I was really kind of like burning out on this one, so I decided that I would give myself kind of an easier goal. So that is my goal is, well, actually, I guess those trees are all kind of part of the first band. So yeah, we'll call that the second band with the cups and the teapot. So yeah, we'll call that the second band. So I want to get that done. So here's where it's at right now. I got there. I really like the color of this fabric with this one though. I think it looks really good. And the white stands out really well on it. So yeah, I'll finish up those trees here and then do that second band right there. So that one should be a fairly quick, I may even work on that tonight. I don't know. I was going to work on my other one, but I might work on this one. Just because I feel like I could get a pretty fair amount done on it. So, the other one that was called, y'all, I'm kind of sick of wearing tight clothes at this point. The clothes are all so tight. So the other one is Mini Autumn Cat Magic. This one was called, it is number 16, and it was called for 2,000 stitches. So here is going to be my starting point. And it is like a hair blown out because of the light. But I did put this on longer scroll rods so that I have more room down here. So that's where I'm starting. My husband's outside talking on the phone to his brother. So those are the plans. And really, I kind of am just kind of going day by day. So this is also going to be my focus for, semi-sane stitchers. And then what other, aside from no new starts road trip, I'm not really doing a whole lot as far as challenges because StitchCon is this month. And I want to make sure that I'm not like biting off more than I can chew. I don't know what I'm taking into StitchCon yet. I have not decided. I really need to get that decided. Okay, sorry. My husband is taking the dogs for a walk, so they get a little excited when they get their leashes put on. And they had a bath. What day did they have a bath? Oh, Monday. So my husband gave them a bath on Monday, and they haven't had their collars on since then. And they knew when they got their collars put on that they were going to get to go for a walk. So that was it for plans. And like I said, with StitchCon, I am going to weekend B. So, you know, I've got, 2 weeks? 2 weeks, and it'll be here. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to take with me yet. I haven't decided. I actually took this last year. I took that with me. I might consider taking or starting a full coverage while I'm there. But I have to look and see what I have open for no new starts. Because I've done really good at sticking, you know, with the rules and staying within the guidelines and all that. And I feel like I'm getting a lot more done by just focusing on what I've got instead of what I could start. So, but I did get some stuff in the mail. So I got 3 things. I got 2 kits and 1 chart. So I've never seen this before, but it came up as like the daily sale that was on 123 Stitch. And this is Designs by Lisa, and it's called If Cats Could Talk. It's so perfect. If cats could talk, they would probably lie. So I purchased this, and if it's done on 28 count, it is 6 by 9. So it's not big. It's 84 by 126. It does use Gentle Art sampler threads, but I'm just going to go from my stash on this. And then on the kitty's neck, I don't know if you can see it, there is a heart. It's a Mill Hill charm. And I did get that too. It comes in like a 2-pack. So I think what I'm going to do is after I stitch this and use one of the charms, I am going to give this away with the other charm. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I think it's super cute. I thought about starting this at StitchCon and seeing if I could finish it. Because the words will be quick. You know, the darker words are stitched, but then the red ones are backstitched. The cat is really just going to be the thing that takes the most. So I almost feel like it would be fun to do another cat, because I did a start and a finish at StitchCon last year with one of Lindy Stitch's cats that were in Just Cross Stitch magazine. So, or no, not Just Cross Stitch. They were in Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher. So then I got this Dimensions kit. It's just so light and pretty and lovely. And it's small. This one is It's called Fresh Flowers, 5x7. So I'd say probably a fairly quick stitch. And there's not a whole ton of back stitching in this. Most of it is just in the petals of the flowers. And then the other one I got, so I have the Dimensions kit that's like the mason jars in a row. So I thought this was a good complement to it. Now, granted, I haven't stitched the other one yet, but I really liked this one. And, you know, it's always fun to shop. So this one's called Wildflower Jars. And I can't say that I'm going to use the Ada on this one. I will probably switch it out for like, probably a white even weave. I don't know. We'll see. I might use it. So this is 12x10. When it finishes up, it's 12x10. So this one's definitely a little bigger, but that's okay. I like it. If I can't have flowers in the house because my cats will eat them, and I seem to kill plants in the house, so all my flowers are outside, I might as well stitch some flowers to go in my house, right? Yeah, so that's all I've got. I mean, this video is probably a little bit longer than, actually, I guess it's not. I'm at like 26 minutes. Yeah, so I've just been, this week anyway, I've just been knitting at work. And then, I didn't stitch Monday or Tuesday at all. I think because I was trying to hit a bunch of goals this weekend, I stitched like crazy on Saturday. Or no, on Sunday, because my husband had to work a promotion. I stitched like crazy on Sunday to hit some goals. And after doing a little over 1,500 stitches in one day, I was just kind of like, I don't think I'm going to stitch today. So, I don't know though. I guess I'll find out after I change my clothes what I decide to stitch on. So, I hope everyone has a good week. And I know kids are getting out of school. Mine are done tomorrow. And then they're going to go to Grandma's house for a week. So my husband and I are going to finally get the laundry room done. I painted, I don't know if you guys remember this far back, but I painted cabinets. We got all the stuff to redo our laundry room last year and didn't get it finished. Or even started except for the stuff I did in the garage. So, because we did our kitchen and I did the cabinets for the laundry area at the same time. So our plan is to do that this weekend. My husband will go drop the kids off on Friday, and then he'll come back Saturday morning, and hopefully Saturday and Sunday we can bust that out. So I don't know how much stitching I'll have this weekend. We'll see. If I don't get much stitching done, I will probably skip my video next week and then just record the week before StitchCon with my plans for StitchCon. Also, I guess I got to throw a mid-year whip parade in there, which is always one of my favorite things to do. You just can't go wrong with touching your whips again, especially if you haven't touched them yet this year. And when I do that, it'll only be from those 22 whips that, or if I finish something and started something else. So it won't be every single whip, because some of those are not on my 22 list. So I obviously have not touched them. My cat's weird. But yeah. So if I don't see you guys next week, I'll see you the week after. So I hope you're enjoying the start to summer. And I hope you're getting to spend lots of time with your family. All right, guys. Bye.